when you are beginning for a new trader, how would you guide them at least to pick one strategy that they can work with and then build on it?
Well, the first thing, as you said, the drawdowns. Again, it's coming back to your trading plan.
Okay.
You see, everything will come back to your trading plan.
Yes.
Because if you don't specify in your trading plan what you're looking for and what you want from trading, you will never get what you want.
Okay.
I will explain why. If I'm having my plan, like my plan right now, as Ahmed, I have a drawdown strategy, which is if the trade is coming back to my entry level, I close 50% of that trade. Okay? If it goes below that, my entry, I cut the loss straight away. I don't wait the trade to hit my stop loss. Let's say if I'm away from my station, my screens, then let's hit stop loss. Stop loss will protect my capital.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why the reason it is. Roof mentioned good point. People adjusting their stop losses.
Yeah.
You see, that is the main problem. The minute you adapt that kind of strategy and you adjust all the time your stop losses, how you realize the market will reverse from here? Okay, then you will enter the phase which I call hope and pray.
Yeah.
Hope and pray. Okay, so you move in your stop loss to lower level, and the market dips more. Then you'll move it again. Then you kind of like hope and pray.
Yeah.
And we don't want to end up like that.
Yeah.
That's why I do in drawdown. I have a strategy in place.
Yeah.
If the market comes back to my entry level, close 50%.
Yeah.
If the market goes beyond or below my entry level, cut loss, I close everything.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I think the challenge that I face mostly, especially with my students, is that you'll train a person for some good time. You show them all the analysis, strategy, journaling, like the full course. Then they start trading. Let's say they start with $1,000. They trade with some really good discipline. They follow all the rules. They are making some good profit. Let's say they even get to $2,000, $3,000, and so on. Then on one random day, Monday, Tuesday, this guy calls me. Rufus, I have a bad trade in gold and I'm down 30%. And I'm like, what?
30%.
Yeah, like you find that there's a lot of traders who will do everything. And then just that one day, you'll find that
everyone
they're
falls
holding
for that.
a really bad trade.
Lost all the profit that they made before.
Yes.
It's painful.
Down
It's
50%,
painful.
sometimes even 60%, and they are holding. And now they are at that emotional point of whether they should close the trade or continue hoping that the market will come back.
And go and hope and pray.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the main problem. You know, the reason I always guide my students when I'm mentoring them,
Yeah.
I always tell them, stick with your plan. If you want to win in financial markets, please do not adjust anything. Stick with your plan. Why? The reason I'm saying that, discipline is everything. Because there's a human tendency. If I break my rule today, I will break it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me?
Yes.
And you break it again. Then you will become ruleless. That whatever you put it in place, it will be out of the window.
Yeah.
And now you will enter a phase of gambling.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's where a lot of people quit trading because they gamble a lot. As he said, they lost a huge amount of money, emotional drain, they're over trading, they're becoming like hopeless and say, I don't want to trade anymore.
Okay. To the original question, how do you differentiate maybe a temporary drawdown to now a fundamental flow in your strategy?
Well, as I said, you know, a temporary drawdown, if the market is very volatile and I see that market reverse on me, okay, what strategy do I have? How I can face that? Again, it's coming back to trading journal, okay, and trading plan. So if you have a trading plan in place, and that will dictate to you, because trading plan, Jesse, will dictate you all the time. Will tell you what to do and what not to do. If you're coming against your trading plan, then you will becoming following more the volatility of the market, and then you enter the phase of hope and pray, and then you lose everything.
Okay.
So the reason I'm saying this, drawdowns are very important. How you deal with them. Okay, what I say all the time, cut the loss and leave the market. I don't really stick around. If I see the market's reverse on me, I leave the market. I close and I leave.
You come back later when I
Absolutely. There's always an opportunity out there.
A quick one. I've seen this new Gen Z generation of traders. These guys are literally taking screenshots when the trade is in the money instead of taking profit. Well, what would you say is wrong with that?
Well, yes, two things. Number one, you can celebrate your wins. That's what they say in psychology. Celebrate your small wins.
Yeah.
But do not over leverage yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of people, what they do, they enter the market with a huge position. Let's say in the Forex, they trade account for 1K and they enter one lot size.
Yeah.
Is that right? No. Absolutely not. If you do your math. So how long it take you to blow your account? In a matter of 3-4 candles.
Yeah.
If you're trading like JBP, JPY, JBUSD or gold, in a few seconds in gold, you can blow your account. So instead of being busy with interacting with community, when I'm trading, what I do is 100% my focus will be on the screen.
Yeah.
I don't chat, I don't talk, my phones are away from me.
Yeah.
There is no distraction whatsoever.
Yeah.
My focus will be 100% on this screen. So I want to see, because the whole point is trade management. If you're missing that point, you can't manage that trade. As he said, Rufus, if you are busy with interacting with people, okay, sending screenshots, you're missing the whole point of focusing on what you're doing. And that distraction will destroy you, and then the trade will reverse on you, and you lose all the profit you made from market.
Yeah.
Interesting point you mentioned that. How important is, when you begin, did you get into some community, Telegram, WhatsApp, whereby you're able to share, your experiences? And is it important in nurturing your trading psychology?
Absolutely, yes. Community is everything. Okay. Trading, guys, is very stressful. Itself is very stressful. You cannot be alone. You need someone to share with your losses, with your wins, to celebrate with your wins too.
Yeah.
We have a community. You need to have a community because two things you benefit from the community. Number one, you will get a lot of wealth information from there because a lot of higher experiences than you or people who trade a lot and been in the market before you can get some inside information from the market. Number two, you share with them your pain. Because there will be another side of a story who lost as well. Then you feel like loss is a part of the process. It's not something I have to worry about it. So community is everything.
Right.
Well, an interesting thing I've come to realize recently, when I started trading, I started with a group of other guys. And we would have these local office shared. Anytime you took a trade, somebody would come to you randomly and ask you, why did you take this trade? Where is your stop loss? How much are you targeting? And if you didn't have answers to those questions, you'd really question your trading. And it really helped with trading psychology and discipline. What I find as a big challenge around here is that a lot of traders tend to personalize their trading to themselves and nobody else. They never tell anyone, even whatever they are doing. So that way, it means that for you to be successful, you have to be like really good with your discipline, follow the plan and everything. But then it's one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah.
That's why we have a guy like Kipchoge being like the best marathoner in Kenya and not everyone else because he follows his discipline to the letter. But most people cannot achieve that. Even if they set their own rules, they will still find themselves breaking it. Okay. So I find community as a much more powerful way of people to enforce discipline because you have another person who is enforcing accountability on you.
Okay. As we sort of wrap on the trading psychology, you have mentioned something very important whereby somebody would come to you, tell you, why have you not done this? How now do you block the noise, You have a working formula, you have journaled for, let's say, 6 months, 1 year. It has been working for you. And maybe, like I said, one temporary drawdown or overconfidence after a while, or a slip of your discipline or strategy. How do you block that noise or accommodate opinions and market sentiment and news outside while still, nurturing yourself as a young trader? How do you do that?
That's a very, very good question, Jesse. A lot of people really struggling with this kind of, the question you ask, how to overcome the problem they face or the noise that around them to block them. Again, it's coming back to your strategy.
Fast.
Fast, yes. Because if you don't have anything, let's say me and Ruth, we are partners, we trade together. Yeah. Okay? He trades his own way, I trade my own way. Yeah. But we can suggest something. But he cannot tell me, let's say my strategy is telling me that there's no entry. But Ruth is saying his strategy, he got an entry. Shall I follow to him? The answer is no. I have to stick with my rule and my plan. So back again, we're coming back to strategy and the plan. So if you don't have anything in place, then all the noise will
be affecting you.
Absolutely, will have impact on you. Okay?
Yeah.
So the only way you can eliminate all this nonsense, all this noise is coming from the market. There's a market sentiment, the bullishness or bearishness or the neutral. It doesn't matter. I'm going to look at my strategy. If that strategy fits my analysis and what I see is right, I will take that trade.
Okay.
I don't care the noise around me. What I'm caring is stick with my plan, because the whole point is building my discipline, be patient, allow the process. Okay? That is the fundamental thing when you're trading.
I have a question before on strategy. You hear a lot of traders, they start with ICT, they go to SMC, they go to many other strategies.
Yeah.
When you start, do you encourage hopping or trying one for a certain period of time? How do you guide a trader to pick one strategy, for example, a simple one, and then try it to its, I would say, optimum level to know its SWOT analysis, and then decide? How do you come to decide one is enough?
That is a very good question. And I'm really happy you asked. Many people lose a lot of money in this market because of jumping from one strategy to another, to another, to another. I don't need that. Since I started my course, my mentor taught me about price action. Till today, I'm trading with price action. I never looked anything else.
All roads lead to price action.
Nothing else. If you tell me ICT, smart money, market structure, it's up to you. I will say, thank you. It's working for you. Good for you. Now, price action is working for me. I don't need to look around. Because at the end of the day, JCM, what we looking?
Money.
What we after? Money. If I'm making money, why should I jump to another thing? Okay, I can tell you, and I will tell all my students, if support and resistance is working for you and you're making money, go for it. Don't listen to anything else.
Keep at it.
If the trend line only, you go to high time frame, put the trend line. If the price cross that trend line and give you a confirmation, enter and making money, stick with it. If you're trading pure price action with candlesticks only and you're making money, stick with it. Do not listen to the noise around you. That's why it's a very good question you ask. If you need to really succeed in financial markets, stick with one plan, one rule, and you will get what you want.
Okay.